Oh, okay. Go ahead and start off whenever you want, brother.
You. You put me on a spot. I can't do it. I'm like, I got comfortable doing it before. Now I'm like, fucking hey.
Right.
All right, let's get it. Yo, what's good, guys? Not Just Gamer Dads is back. Episode number 3. We're going to be going over all the games that we played while we were gone, and then the games that we're looking forward to coming up. We kind of played a bunch of different games and played a bunch of similar games. And yeah, man, let us know what you guys think. Any of the games that we say, if you guys like them, don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Give them a rating of 1 to 10.
Right.
I appreciate
And I like how you said that there was a lot of games that we both played, and we've said it before. There's a lot of games that we don't play the same type of games at all. Like I like a lot of shooter games. You like a lot of different style gaming plays. And I think that's what makes it fun because we can introduce each other to different types of games. But that doesn't mean we're going to play them. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like there's sometimes like there was games I've seen you play that I was like, I'm just gonna watch Jimmy play. Just get an experience.
I was like that too. Like I know you got a good list of games that you got lined up that you've played that I was like, it's not for me, but I got to watch you play it.
Yeah, and it's dope because it's like, you know, I learned sometimes like with watching some homies, especially like engaging homies like you, that, you know, basically I don't have to like a game. Like some games that are better off just watching. Like I watched some people play that Baldur's Gate. I haven't touched it, but I was like, yo, this is actually kind of cool to watch. I'm like, damn, would I actually play it? Like, this makes me want to.
Diablo was the same way.
Yes.
I was like,
I tried the demo and I was like, not for me.
Yeah, it's not for me. All the hype and everything, I was like, not. You know, I wasn't really looking forward to playing it myself. I was like, all right, look cool. Everybody was going all crazy for that first month, and then that was it. But let's go down the list of the games that you have played. You know, we stopped recording, you know, April, May time of 23. And, you know, here we are toward the end of the year. And
what are some, it's already almost over.
Right? So what were some of the games that you played? You're like, damn, this was dope that you were looking forward to?
So, okay. So I'm going to do like April through like July ish time frame. And like I'm going to pick 3 out of my list. And I played The Last of Us finally.
That was dope.
Love that game.
That was amazing. I played it too.
10 out of 10.
Yep. I played that 10
we
out
played
of 10.
it around the same time.
Yeah, we did.
Because I remember seeing I was posting a reel and I would post it. And then I would see yours.
Yeah, you're like, I just did that, right? Yeah.
That was super dope. We were like almost on the same. I think we started around the same time and ended around the same time.
Yeah, I think so too.
What made it so dope though, like, was the show came out
while
we were playing it, and it was so
No, remember
perfect.
The show ended and then the game came out, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when we were looking forward to playing it, and I was like, oh, dope, now I have a kind of little sense of the story. So I was able to cross-reference, you know, in our episode that we talked about just the cross-referencing of a storyline with the game and the actual episode. Yeah, so The Last of Us was one. What's another one?
That joint was great. I loved it. I can't wait to play the part 2 when it releases on computer.
Yeah.
Another one that I played that I liked, like recently, I mean, from when we first started hiatus, I had Wo Long. I really enjoyed that joint. It was a martial arts style joint, but it was like the Souls games, the hard games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring style, like but you could play with other homies and stuff like that. Like I love that game, and it had a PvP aspect too. But it was like you create your own character, multiple different types of ways to fight, and I love that game.
Yeah,
I still haven't finished it, but I loved it. That was the first game I played on Kick.
Yeah, I tried that, but I couldn't get into it. I tried, man. I tried. It was on Game Pass, so I was like, why not? You know, so tried it out. Game. Yeah, and you played that one, and I know you were really get into it. You made some awesome clips and shit like that. And what was your third one?
So my third one from like the first quarter. Even though it ended, I didn't like it when I walked away from it because it was just kind of like blah. When I played it originally, though, I got just stuck into it because it's like Wo Long was Conqueror's Blade. Mm-hmm. It was a free like MMO style joint where you get to do a bunch of stuff and fighting with, but it was cool because you had to fight with your commander and you had to fight with like troops. They had like little squadrons that you control that like I can be in 2 places at once. Like have my squad go do this while I'm doing that, or they can help me hold a point. Like it was really cool because it was very team oriented, And then I realized that after I started playing, I started getting into like the clans, and we joined the clan when I wish I never did, because then they were like really trying to conquer the whole area, and
they were
weren't
trying to
as good as I thought
conquer
they
the
would.
blade.
They were, bro, and I was like, damn it, like we just got into this and we just jumped into a war, and they wanted to be number one, beefing with everybody. I was like, fuck. So we were fighting like wars, and they were like, be on it this time. I was like, motherfucker, I stream. Like, I ain't doing that. Like, you 16 years old, bro. I'm 30.
Right?
You literally could be my son. Like, no, bro, I'm out. Like, it was crazy. So like, it started off dope. Love the concept. I still think the concept is great. It's just it's so focused on like player to player interaction. It got tiring really fast.
Yeah, I bet.
You know what I mean?
Because I did watch you play that. That was fun to watch, and that goes back to what you were saying. Is there's a lot of games that I wouldn't play at all, but the fact that I have a good homie that plays these different types of games, I get to enjoy them because you'll be streaming and I'm chilling. I'll be like editing, and you'll be playing at night, and I'll be able to watch you playing all those different games. But those,
what about you, man?
Yeah, those 3 games are pretty good. Yeah, for me, obviously, The Last of Us was amazing. You know, I watched the show with my wife. It was great. So when I got to play the game, man, it was so good, man. I thought it was a slow paced game, but I like that because every once in a while I like to get away from the genres that I normally play. And you know, I've been way more open to just to playing different games, period. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that I have because of that. So The Last of Us was great. And then at the same time when I was playing The Last of Us, Resident Evil 4 came out, the remake.
Yeah.
And I had only played and that was one game I was looking forward to when we talked about it in that episode. But I've never played other than The Village. You know what I mean? I never played the original one or any of the other ones. So man, 4 was really fucking good. It was dope. I really enjoyed the graphics. The community enjoyed it. I was able to make a lot of reels, make some of the best moments. That I was able to put up some VODs. It was really an enjoyable game. I enjoyed the crap out of that. And the third one of mine that I played around that time period too was Fallen Order, the Star Wars game. It was the first one, and it came out a little while ago, but I was prepping myself to play the new one, the Survivor, when it was coming out. So Fallen Order, holy shit, man. I'm
so glad you played it, bro.
Dude, it was so good. It was so good, man. And that's what I'm saying. I tell people all the time out there, if you're like video games and you only play if you only play Madden or you only play COD, like try to play something different once in a while. Just try to play something different. I guarantee you might just like something different that you normally wouldn't play if you gave it a chance. So,
I mean, it's like food, bro. Like if you eat the same meal just because it's your favorite, you can't eat it the same thing every day. After a while, you're gonna hate that shit.
I agree.
I'm with you. Like you gotta switch it up, bro. Cause and I'm not saying you gotta be variety that like only play for a little bit of time and do it. Like, I mean, you got your games that you always go back to, but like every now and then you gotta like add a little seasoning to your shit, man.
Right.
If not, you hurting. You know what I mean? You're just missing out. Like you said, it was perfect. Like being able to go back to a story mode game that involves zero PvP, just straight indulging yourself in a story, in a character, in a theme, in a situation, and seeing like some of these games are dope because it's like your decisions like change things, and like, dude, like those are really fun experiences to have versus just, oh man, I win all my PvP games. Like, okay. Like it's still fun, but it's just so dope to be able to get around it.
Yeah. You know? I like it's more enjoyable. I've always like enjoyed storylines of games, and just the fact that those 3 separate games are completely different as far as storylines, but goddamn, they were fucking good, man. And we were talking about it like, oh, we're gonna spend money on this and spend money on that. Like, goddamn, like I have to pick and choose what kind of games that you really, really want to play. So with that being said, those 3 on your end and my end were pretty good. What was like some games that you played in between like our hiatus of recording that you were like,
garbage, trash, take it back,
right?
Shit, bro. Dead Island 2.
Yeah, and that one had such a lot of good hype.
People still say it's great. I played Dead Island 1, and Dead Island 2 was just super, to me, it was like too, I guess, modern. Like there was like it would like you like saving celebrities, or like there was this one chick that was like vlogging, and like it's a zombie apocalypse. Why are you recording vlog? It was just, to me, it was just like it didn't feel like a zombie apocalypse. If I mean maybe it's because it was Hollywood, so it was like this was a zombie apocalypse in Hollywood type shit. So it's like, yeah, I guess, but I don't know. Like I like the first one because it was like, yo, you was just on an island on vacation and shit went down and you got to figure out how to survive.
Right.
Now it's like, I'm in Hollywood saving celebrities. I'm like, yo, while you're doing it, this would be a great action film. Let me record you kill the zombies while I'm on the roof. No.
Yeah.
Now you can die.
Yeah,
like I'm out.
I had saw some people play it and it looked like it was kind of just repetitive. I mean, the graphics
extremely.
The graphics look amazing, the weapons and the killing style. But I mean, for me, I if a game feels like too repetitive to me, I can only play it for so much.
Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, same thing. That's why I was like, it just, I don't know, man. Like the way that it was going, it was just kind of whack. I missed it made me want to play Dead Island 1. Like it was like, I was like, I'd rather just go back to the original. Like there's another game that's the same exact way, but I was kind of like super recent that I'll save for like later on when we get to that point. But like, yeah, Dead Island 2 just made me miss Dead Island 1. It was just like, I think I played it for like 2 nights and I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I got what I needed out of this.
Yeah.
I'm never going back.
Right.
I want my money back. Like I did not like it at all. Like I wanted a refund. It was that bad for me.
Damn.
Another one that I played that like is good, but the reason I'm putting it on the meh list is because like a DLC comes out and you got to pay a lot of money for this, and then that's it. Was Destiny 2. They dropped some new DLCs.
You were heavy into it. You were all trying to get back into it, and you were doing the raids.
So repetitive after a while, though. Like I got my stuff. I played. Well, so what I did differently is why this is like kind of on both lists. Was I usually just play through it just to play through it. We played through it on legendary mode though,
like the hardest mode, right?
Yeah, because if you played through it start to finish on legendary mode, you got the best loot you can get, and you end on the highest light level or whatever that you can be at for that joint, or not the highest, but the high. You end on a higher tier for the light level. You can still grind to get a few more points, but like you get up there. And it was like, yeah, we did it, and that grind was kind of fun. But then like after we got to that point, it was like there's nothing left for me to do. It's just super repetitive now. Like, and then to the point where I think I even did a little bit of PvP, but like that's a game where you can't put it down if you want a PvP.
Yeah,
because there's some guns out there that are crazy play styles. People understand how to use their person. I enjoy Destiny 2, but it's just on my man list because it's just like I wish I could keep playing it, but I just get bored after a while.
And I think that's and a lot of people can relate to this that are gamers, that the longevity of some games, man. I always say that, and I all the time, and we both have said it. Game Pass for $15 a month is so fucking worth it, because there's so many games on there that I would never play, and just because they're on there, I'll just play them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'll just play them. And I'll that segues to my game that I was looking forward to playing. So there was a game that was coming out on Game Pass. It was called Exo Primal, and that one was the robots, and you're shooting dinosaurs. I was like, oh, this is gonna be sick. You know what I mean?
Looked fire,
dude. The promos, the cut, everything looked dope. Started playing the game. I was like, oh, yeah. Second time around. Oh, okay. Third stream. Oh, man. This was a big ass letdown. It was like
garbage.
It was bad, bro. I would just like, I could not believe that I was looking forward to that game. They I mean, not that oversell it, overhype, but they did their commercialing really good. I was looking forward.
They made it look like a completely different game.
Dude,
the gameplay did not match with the average.
No way. The last time I played it, and I saw, my son was playing, my older son, and it was still the same mode. It was just you both end on teams on opposite ends. You fight all the dinosaurs to get to the mid where you do the PvP at the end. And I would just kind of like, same 2 maps or 3 maps, same goddamn outcome, same exosuits. I would just I was like, but it was on Game Pass.
And that's what, yeah, for me, that's why I'm like, I don't even get mad anymore. I'm like, it's a Game Pass game. Let's see if it's worth it.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's worth nothing, because I didn't buy it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm like, yeah, I'll try it. That's why I like when I play some games on it. Like, that's why I love Wo Long and another game that came out on there called Wild Hearts. That was like the Monster Hunter, but in feudal Japan. Both of those came from Game Pass. Loved them.
Yeah, that was the one that was like the 2D one that you were running across the screen.
No. That was Trek to Yomi.
Oh, okay.
That was on Game Pass too. Actually, I totally forgot. That one was great. I loved it. Like the black and white going to like he died.
Yeah,
that was a fantastic.
Yeah,
game.
I remember you playing that shit. I was like, oh shit. It kind of reminded me of God. There was a game like that, but it was with the little kid in the black and white, and he would run across.
Hollow Knight.
No, I forgot what it was. Damn, I don't know. But yeah, it just looked cool. Just the style of it looked dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I loved it. The Wild Hearts more is like Monster Hunter, where you gotta like kill the monsters, get their stuff. But it was in feudal Japan, and it was, dude, that game is fire. I don't even know why I stopped playing. I just, we just keep going with the rhythm. People start dropping games. Next thing you know, I'm like, why did I stop playing that?
Well, the thing too with those type of games, you need to have like at least one or two people to play with, because I mean, I like playing games by myself. And we've talked about it before. I started enjoying games playing by myself again. But for some types of games, you can't play them by yourself. You need to play with a group. You know what I mean? Not everybody has the same schedules and, things like that. So, yeah, I feel you on that, man. There was another one that we both were looking forward to playing, and it played, and then it plunked out, was Hyenas.
Dude,
I thought the concept looked pretty cool. I mean, I was looking. You were already playing it in the alpha. Then I got the beta, and then I got to play it, and then the open for a while, and it was cool. The concept was cool, and I was like, oh, I like it. And what did I say? I was like, man, I wouldn't pay for this, but if it was free, it'd be dope. And what not too long ago they announced that they just scrapped the whole project.
Yeah, they said that, but what's crazy? They didn't scrap it. Sega did. So like the team that made it, they were like, no, we didn't scrap it, but Sega was like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Sega said, we're not funding
Dude,
this. I was like,
even for $30 for the game, I would have not paid for it.
It had to be. It would have to been on like a Game Pass.
It had to be free. I mean, and that was a game, and that was another thing too. The skins looked dope. The concept of the game, it was like a drop in loot kind of game. Like you drop in, you loot. And it wasn't about killing the other team. It was about stealing the shit and leaving. So I thought the concept was cool. It was different from a lot of like drop-in shooter games and extractions. So I was like, all right, this is dope. And you were talking about it, and we were playing it. The skins were dope. You could be Knuckles and Sonic. And
dude, that was cool.
Yeah, man. They had everything going for it. And then when they said that Sega had dropped it, I was like, damn. So imagine.
That was crazy.
You're working at this and putting your time and effort. I could only imagine how many games studios have like scrap projects because it just wasn't. And what do? They can't put it out because Sega owns the rights or something to it, or I don't know. You know what I mean?
And especially for Sega, because all the loot was Sonic stuff. Like at that point, 90% of your loot was their brand, their merch. Yeah,
it was like little cassette tapes and like the referencing of a lot of Sonic like Sega characters.
Yeah, you had to completely take that out and make a whole new game with a whole new merch line, everything like that. Because if not, now you got a lawsuit.
Yep.
Dude, you know what's crazy though? Like, like we're talking about like some games that, paying for and being like, it's not worth the money. But sometimes for me, man, I really feel like some of these free games can be a super letdown too. You know what I mean? And like Conqueror's Blade was good at first, and it was a letdown because then it became pay to win. That's the thing about free games. They become pay to win. Another one that I was really going for, Undawn.
Yeah, you were talk about that game a little bit. How you were going in on it.
It was good. It was a mobile game, and it was a mobile game that was on PC and mobile, and it was free. It was like a zombie apocalypse type joint. You build your shelter, build a team, and go do shit. But it the concept seemed pretty cool. I was like, oh, I'll try this, do this, and I came out right when it started. Was going in, was advertising it. They took one of my reels that I made and they used it for their advertisement. It was dope as hell. And then it just got boring as hell.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was watching you play it, and like I had saw you. You were like slowly like, God damn it. I saw you. Mobile. You were like, God, man, it was tough. It was tough because it was fun to play, and that goes back to what you were saying. It's just like there's a lot of games that if I can get enough out of it, and then that's it. You know what I mean? If that's your number one game for people out there, I mean, this is why we're gamers, right? We play different games just because. But yeah, another game that was a mobile game that we both played and I thought we enjoyed that you had brought up before we started recording was Farlight. And I didn't know that this game was even around for a minute.
Yeah, this game's been out for a hot minute. I was like, the fuck?
And that was cool, man. It had the Apex feel along with the Fortnite feel, and then the characters all had their own abilities, and I thought it was fun, man. I mean,
and it came out crossplay.
Yeah, and it was crossplay and it was free. So I know I played at least a handful of streams. I know you played a handful of streams, and I enjoyed the fuck out of it. It was free.
Yeah, I liked it. Wifey played it with me. We all liked it. And since it was crossplay and it was a majority mobile game, it was easy, bro.
Oh man, I remember we were playing the multiplayer lobbies, and I was like, Meek, there's no way me and you were just murdering everybody in here, dude.
But hey, enemy over there. Never mind.
Dude, but that was a fun game too. That was like, that was a funny. I know that it's had its hackers and shit like that, but for the time that I played it and I enjoyed it, fucking amazing. It was cool.
I'm glad you said that, because that was a game that the hackers were a bust for 10 seconds. Because I was like, dude, how many mobile people probably think I'm a hacker because I'm playing on PC? Like at that point, it was like the game was free. It was fun. I could have fun and actually like not have to try my ass off to even be mediocre. So I was like, if I run into a hacker every now and then, I was like, oh, that dude's a hacker.
Meh, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it. I don't care. Like I was able to let that shit go so much easier. Because like going on Apex, you're already pissed.
Yeah.
If you play Apex, you started off pissed.
Yeah.
Like at this point,
I had to stop playing Apex because I just, as a casual, like I'm a casual gamer and I'm okay. Like I never get good at any game. Like anytime I've seen you play games, you get pretty good at games. And we can go into Naraka too right now, but I'm such a casual guy. So for Apex, for me to enjoy Apex, like it was hard. Even as a casual guy, I'm like, I love the game, but me just getting my ass whooped over and over and over and over again, it just wasn't fun. I can't be a casual in this game. I just can't.
It's even to the point where like seeing sweats play it, they're not happy. I haven't seen one Apex streamer that was like,
right.
I was like, and I'm not trying to talk shit about them like at all. I don't mean it like that at all. It's more like that game is just too serious.
Yeah,
that game is. I think out of all three, out of the big three, Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Apex is the sweatiest.
I think so too. I mean,
like Warzone, you can run into sweaty lobbies too, but Apex.
Yeah, that's the worst. But yeah, being a casual gamer for certain games, I feel
Well, we were beasts in arenas in Apex though.
Dude, that was fun. That was fun. That was fun because I die a lot, so as long as I can come back, But let me see.
No, but you were good at it, bro.
I was.
You weren't dying a lot. You know why? Because we had our guns from RIP, and it was even.
Oh, that's board. Right. Yeah, because it was like that.
We had health, we had shields, we had our weapons, grenades, our moves.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I liked it because it was like round based, and like the round was over. Okay, next round. Okay, next round. And it was not like die, load back in, run around, loot up for 10, 20 minutes, get to the final circle and die. Without seeing a single damn person. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah. One time I died and it was in the environment. And I was like, this game is trash. Right? It was just like fire out of nowhere. You're dead. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I can't play Apex either.
Right.
PTSD comes in.
So like you talked about the first couple months. What about in the summer that in leading into the fall? What other games did you play that stood out to you in your brain that you're like, damn, that was dope?
So some games I played. I mean, like you said it a second ago, Naraka. I got back heavy into Naraka for a hot minute because I wanted to make something that I know I can just do. And Naraka is the only game battle royale style that I can play by myself in solos and like play and not look like I like playing some games like go to Apex. You can get carried all the time and then play solo by yourself and just get washed. Mm-hmm. Like on Naraka, it wasn't like that. Like I can play solos and actually
hold your own. So,
yeah. So it was like, I played Naraka for a little minute. That held me down for a hot minute. Especially over the summer and in the last few months, we went crazy over that. And then, but I enjoyed it. and a dilemma happened to me that I think is what killed my momentum was when they did an update and I lost my Xbox account for like 2 weeks,
Oh, that's right.
and
That was
I thought
such
I
a
had to
bummer.
start over. Yeah, I
That's a
couldn't play.
bummer. Yeah. So you were already X amount with, things that you've had on skins and on locks and challenges you've had skins, and then what
My
happened?
rank,
They had lost.
everything.
They had wiped everything. The update wiped everything.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I mean, I was mad. I just invested time and money. Like, I was in a high rank. I almost got to Astral on some shit, and I almost got to the highest rank, like a Sora, which is like Predator level on Apex. Like, I was getting there, and they did an update, and I don't know what happened, but just accounts just got like hacked and deleted. So apparently, my account got deleted, and then my account got corrupted on the PC because I was playing it on the Xbox Game Pass version because I could play it on my PC like I wanted to, and then I can play with wifey and do what we had to do. So I was just like, I'll just grind on there. I can still play it on my PC, but I can still play with my wife, so I'm good. And we could be in the same chamber, like our clan. Everything was good. But apparently on the PC, my account got corrupted with the whatever, and they said their auto cheat just deleted my shit.
Damn.
Like it was just archive deleted. And I was like, what? So for a week, I was waiting. No response for a week. They were like, we're trying to figure it out. Nothing. And then I was like, well, I guess I just got I went on my Xbox to play. Nothing. I was like, yo, my account's gone. Everything.
Damn, I'd be so bummed.
Dude, yeah, and they were like, oh, we'll give you the like $50 worth of the in-game currency. And I was like, but I put a zero on that. Because I put money into this. This is the one game I invested in. I was like, I want my drip.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, they took it, it was gone. And I was like, no way. And I had to make a new account on Steam. But I already had an account. I played on Steam originally, but only for a few months because then it came out on Xbox and I just went straight to that. So I had a little bit of stuff over there, but it was like I never played ranked. I never had all the skins I've been having, all the characters I had, everything gone. I was like, "No, we'll do it." I like this. I was partnered with them for a while. I'm gonna put in the time again. I'll do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it. I was like, no way. And they were like, okay, so we got your account back, and I was like, bet. But you can't use it on the PC version of Xbox Game Pass. If you want to play on that account, you got it back, but you can only play it on the console version.
Damn.
They're like the PC version, for some reason, our code is corrupted. We can't bring that back. And I was like, are you kidding me? So I can play it. I have my account, but it's on Xbox. And but the Xbox console version be getting buggy. I was just like, oh man. So like, it got to the point where that just happened. Just kind of it killed my momentum.
Yeah,
I'm not too mad because it's like it happened right when a new games came out, which I'll talk about that later. That has been just taking my soul.
Yeah,
and it's a BR I can play and I'm fine. But like that game, man, that shit was like I love that. I love Naraka still, but it just that situation. It's not like the game is ass. It was just I got into the worst situation I could get. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that held me down over the summer. I played a few other joints, but I played that, and another one I played that was scary was the Outlast Trials. We all played.
Yeah, we played that together too.
That game was fire.
That game was fun. You played it way more than I did, and I got to the point where I was just watching you more than I played it myself. But man, dude, the gore, the graphics, the concept was cool. And I haven't played it in a while, and I'm gonna loop back around to it, obviously. But yeah, man, that game was fun. I thought they did a good job. It had its little glitches and things but overall, I thought it was pretty cool. But that for me, that was another game that I was like, I paid for this, and like I didn't really get my money's worth. I wanted to play it more, but it felt like really repetitive for me because I was playing it, but it was kind of like the same shit again. And then that's another game too that you heavily depend on the team. If your team is shit, then it's hard to play the game. You can't play that game by yourself. It's fucking tough.
Yeah. The only way you could do that is if you grinded it to get your like skills up. Like that's the only reason why I liked it. Like I love that. I'll play it tonight. Like you know what I mean? Type shit. Like I love that game. But it is super fun to play with people.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said the repetition because for me, a game can be repetitive. But the like way I think they countered it really good with making it was the same map, but everything was different.
They
Like
move shit
I'll
around.
play it, yes, bro. The monster would be different. The layout would be a little different. So if I know I was running away from him the last match, it's a completely different dude. And now I'm running through this door, but that door is sealed. I can't go through it. And then I'm like, oh shit. So I gotta like duck and dodge and weave and get smacked in the mouth and then realize this whole area is locked off. It wasn't locked off last time. And like traps are in different areas. So it was like it almost to me felt like a different experience every time. Like the concept that they gave of you're a game player, like you're a player in a game. It's like Saw.
Yeah.
So it's like we're putting you in this. You have to win your freedom back, and you got to play these Outlast Trials games.
Yeah.
To escape, and it really felt like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was crazy.
Yeah. Some of the things I remember, like you grab a heart to throw at a freaking, you know what I mean? That guy got sawed in half. You know what I mean? Like, I was like
cutting people's balls off.
Dude,
and it was nudity was just there everywhere. You got chased by a naked dude, butt naked Billy, I called him.
Dude, that game was good. I thought they did a good job on that game. And we played it for a couple weeks as well. And that was one that we were looking forward to. Another game that I played this summer, and it wasn't even on my radar, and it's been around. Shout out to one of my community members, Nick, man. He plays this game called Hunt. And it's been around for a while. I've seen it, but I've never played it. And it was on sale, and he's like, you gotta play this game. It's on sale. I was like, eh. And he just bought it for me. So I was like, oh fuck, well, I gotta play it now,
Oh, I gotta do it.
You know what I mean? But I really got into it. This was an extraction shooter. You can go in single, duos, or trios. And it was like the whole theme of the game is like you're in the Louisiana bayou, and you like land into a place and you have to go hunt some monsters, but there's other teams doing the same thing. So there was a PvE and the PvE. So there was monsters running around the map, and there was other teams running around and all hunting the monsters. So the concept of the game was dope. I played it for like a month and a half, and I was like, man, this game is fun. And it wasn't even on my radar. It wasn't even on my radar. So shout out to Nick, man. He bought me that shit. I played it. I enjoyed it. And I pick it up every once in a while. But that was one game that I really did enjoy this year that I didn't even know it was even around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. When you said you played that, I was like, oh, snap. Like, I played it when it... I don't know if it was when it first came out, but it was like earlier on when it originally came out. I played it on Xbox with my homeboy Wolf and stuff. And it's got a nice scary feel to it though. Like the monsters you fight out in the normal joint, they're a little creepy. Like it does have a nice scare effect to it, but I guess like after you play it a while, you get used to it. But like the big monsters, like they were scary and they weren't easy to put down every time.
Yeah.
And like
I like that.
I want to play it with you sometime.
Yeah, man. Whenever it goes on sale again, because I don't think it's worth the $50, but like
is my whole crossplay.
No, it's not crossplay. I don't think it is. I take that back. I'm not sure. I'll have to do it. But I have it on PC and I got it on Steam. That's the only. But I enjoyed the fuck out of that game, man, because that was an extraction shooter. That was the first time I played. I mean, I played an extraction shooter a long time ago, but I didn't know what it really was. It was Vigor. It was actually on Game Pass as well for Xbox. God,
I played that too.
Dude, that was an extraction shooter. I didn't know what it was, but Hunt was an extraction shooter. And, I spent a little money. I bought some of the cosmetics, and they was dope. Some of the guns, you know what I mean? It's like old school guns, like double barrel shotguns, fucking bow and arrow, crossbow. So it's like,
it's cute.
It's cool. Yeah, it's just something different like that. So that was one game that I really enjoyed for a while. And leading to another game that we both played this summer too was Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah. Before I even say Texas Chainsaw, one thing for me that I knew you liked the game was when I sat there with you for 45 minutes and watched you do that shooting trial. You never do that shit.
Oh, what,
when you had to do that time trial shooting
on Hunt? Oh, yeah, dude, the sniper.
You weren't able to get that sniper joint. And he was like, God damn, I gotta get it. Dude, like, I was like, I'm not going to sleep until he does this.
I remember that because I was like, all right, let me try to get some of the little side challenges to get better guns and shit like that. Dude, it was a lot harder than I thought it was to fucking shoot zombies that are walking slow.
Yeah, dude, I was in tears. Like, I was like, "Yo, that's how you know man's like this game." Because
Yeah,
I've
dude.
never seen you do like target practice type stuff. I was like, but it made you better.
Yeah.
So it was like it was cool. So it was like that was cool seeing you do that. That was actually
Yeah.
fun.
And that's the thing too, is like I would have never thought of that game or even played it. You know what I mean? It wasn't on my radar, and I was more open to playing. I'm glad I did, and I still have it, and I'll jump on every once in a while. But yeah, man, that's what it is. It's like, and meeting people in our communities and other content creators and streamers. Man, you just say, hey, check out this game, check out that game, because there was like some games that I didn't bring up that I played. Like Caliber was a shooter game that I played. It was free on Steam. It was pretty dope. Depart Prototype was a short demo scary game that I played.
Yeah.
X Defiant was a shooter game that's coming out later at the end of this year, maybe next year. So there's a lot of games that I played. They were like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? I got my feel out of it because I might not play a game the whole time, but if I can get a feel out of it and it's free, win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same. I got a handful of joints I ran into that I was like, all right, cool. Thanks for the experience. I'm out. Like, I got what I needed to get out of it for the moment. On to the next one. Lately, though, I mean, well, Texas Chainsaw was kind of another one of those. It was really, really good. And then it just kind of was like, eh. I think it only fell off to me because I don't like that style 100% anyways with the
Dead by Daylight style. Yeah.
I hate Dead by Daylight. Mm-hmm. It's so, to me, like, dude, and I don't want people to hate on me because Dead by Daylight has a humongous following. I just can't play it because I like fighting back. And that's why I like Texas Chainsaw more, because I could fight back. Mm-hmm. But then it just got real buggy for me. And then it got really repetitive for me to like, I was like, I used Leland. So like I was shoulder charging suckers MC, stabbing grandpa and everybody. But it was like, I could escape by myself, no problem after a while.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even like this style. Like, and it just got a little repetitive for me. So I was like, eh.
I liked it too. And that goes back to the whole Game Pass thing, man. I played it. Yeah. I played it for like a month straight. Like every other day I was streaming in the afternoons, made some great content, some great content out of it, some reels. It was fun to play. I enjoyed it. And it goes back. Like I got my feel out of it. And I recently played it a little bit because there was an update, but I played it and I was like, It's just like same shit.
Like like it was like it's not a shitty game. Yeah. I was just like, I just got my fill.
Yeah, I'm good. You know what I liked it. I mean, if I were to play it maybe in a private lobby with everybody I would know, it'd be different.
Yo, I'm glad you said that. Because that's been starting to come out more. You know what's a really fun game to get that I'll never play it by myself, but if I got a gang of people, we gonna go crazy and have a blast. It's Party Animals.
Yeah, that was one that you played. I haven't played it myself. My kids have played, and I've seen you guys play it. That shit looks. No, I haven't physically played it myself.
Next week, Friday.
Right? We got to do a game night, not just gamer dads hang out. But that game looked fun as fuck, and you guys were going off, right?
Hell
you guys were going off playing that shit, and it's for people that don't know, Party Animals is kind of like Gang Beats. And what is another game that's kind of like that? Gang Beats?
I don't even know. It's just kind of like those old school Super Mario Party type joints and stuff. It's like little mini games.
Yeah.
That's just silly. Like there is
silly.
If you go to those games and you want to win, dude, you're a dick. Like there's like you can want to win like, oh, we're gonna win just for the fun of it. But like if you're not playing that game to just have a good time with people, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Because that game is not meant to be sweaty and great. It's just have fun. Like dude, I just made a clip. Actually, I think it came out yesterday that I dropped. Did you see that? When I drop kick Xander?
No.
Dude, oh my God, bro.
I gotta go back and show him.
We were playing hockey too, of all things, bro. Nice. And I drop kicked the little giant hockey puck, and Xander was a goalie, and it took him out. And dude, I could not stop laughing. And everyone's like, damn, you killed Xander. I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad. And then right after I said that, I drop kicked it again to the ish out. I was like, yo.
I'm taking everybody.
Bro.
Everybody can get these hands, he said.
Yes, you need to play that game, dude. Oh, you would have a blast. You know what? I think a lot of people would relate it to just like graphically. Fall Guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that type of artwork for those of you guys that don't know what it looks like. Yeah. You know, that's a known game.
And it's on Game Pass.
Bro, there
you go.
It's hey, get it on Game Pass because it's not free everywhere else.
Yeah.
Game Pass for the win on
well,
that
yeah, man. That was another fun game.
Buy it.
What's it called? So yeah, Texas Chainsaw was dope. Another game that I recently played that I really enjoyed and I didn't really immerse myself into it. I just played it because we're going back to the whole storyline, and I normally don't play like games like this. And I know you skipped out on it because it was like for you, but Starfield. Starfield,
Oh yeah.
It had such good hype and everything following, and it was on Game Pass. Going back to Game Pass, but dude, I played the 25 hours of the campaign, and it was good. I enjoyed the crap out of it. I thought they did a really good job. And a lot of people were like, "That's it? You're not going to do anything else?" I'm like, for me, that's it. I didn't really build ships. I didn't really, I didn't really like build a base. I
You
didn't.
stole the ship though, right?
Yeah,
That was cool.
I stole ship. I made it fun. Like I was stealing ships and stuff like that. But the way, like, because I guess Bethesda, they're known for like Skyrim and big ass games where you're just
Those games don't end damn near.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So there's so much you can do. But for me, the campaign, money. I that was a fun game to play. I got my fill. I got my fill out of it. I don't think I can really go back unless like I really, really want to play it. But it was cool, man. Like the concept of being in space.
Yeah.
You can pirate. You could freaking dock other ships and take them out. You can do bounty hunting. You could just collect resources and build bases on different planets. I think there was over like 1,000 planets in the game.
Damn.
Over 1,000 planets in the game, and you can visit every single one. You know what I mean? So it was just like the game is endless. But for me, 25 hours was good. What I mean?
No, exactly. Like, I mean, there's a lot of games that are like that now that, like, you can like, and but it's a good point to bring up though, because it what's the word to say it? Like, it entices different types of gamers.
Exactly.
You have some people that like you want to go through the game, what I'm saying, run through the story, get your feel for it, okay, and then potentially on to the next.
Yep.
And there's some people that want to beat the game. They want to do every side quest mission. They want to do this. They want to do that, and they don't want to do it in a week. They want it to take their life away.
This is my game. Yeah, I have no problem playing this game for X amount of time. I'll put 1,000 hours into it, no problem. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, dude. All my homies have been playing that, dude. Like all the homies I play like a lot of these games with. They like my Drizzy, Arthur, and Weedy. They even Ali said he was going crazy on it. Like everybody was playing it heavy. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? Playing Starfield. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
Like,
and the only
thing anything else?
And that thing too is like it's a solo game. You know what I mean? So you can't play with anybody else. So for me and like for us as being, streamers that we always play with our community, that's kind of a hard game to sit there and play the whole time and keep it exciting because it's a slow game. It's a slow paced game. Unless like you build your community around that as a streamer, it's kind of hard to play that on stream because I played the campaign and I enjoyed the fuck out of it. And I made it as fun as possible as I could. But it got to the point to where like I even said, this is the last time I'm streaming Starfield, and everybody came and watched. And as I was feeding the campaign, they're like, that's it. I was like, guys, like this is a hard game to keep your guys' attention. I'm honest. As much as I would like to play it, ain't nobody sitting here wanting to watch this over like me playing a shooter game that I'm decent at. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I got my fill out of it, and it was on Game Pass.
Dog, I still will say to this day, one of the best games that you can play that's single player for the most part, and you can keep your community involved is Pokemon because you can name the Pokemon after your community. To this day, I still say that Pokemon's one of the greatest games that you could play single player, like as a streamer, that you can involve your community because you can trade with your community, but you have a storyline you have to fulfill and go through. And then you have a thing to catch all these Pokemon. But it's another one, like go through the story and that's it. Or do you want to catch every single Pokemon that's on the game? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like with your thing. So you can just finish the game on to the next one or catch them all. You know what I mean? And there's not like 100 of them. There's I think almost 1,000 of them sucker MCs. Like there's hundreds of these sucker MCs. And you got hundreds of members of your community. You can name one after every single one. And they love that shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, take me on your adventure, man. Put me in your little ball belt. Like, hey, yo, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But or like you can battle them. Like, yo, I got some new Pokemon. I want to fight you. You're like, I bet. Let's go link up and let me beat your ass right quick. Or you beat my ass. And then, or hey, now they added it where you can invite people and you can go hunt Pokemon together. You go like a squad of 3 to 5 and just run around, do your thing. So I was like, I like that game because it's still kind of a single player game when it comes to running the story mode, but you can involve your community because it is hard. It is really hard, like to like play games that you keep your community involved and you talk to them and you do all this and do all that. And then now you got to balance that with communicating, like talking to your community and keeping it like entertaining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like bringing that segue in for me is like a game that kind of was the opposite of like Starfield for you. That's not new, but I tried it in like my second time and I hate it because it's just not the type of content I want to make is GTA RP.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Talk about that, man. You were going into that and you were looking forward to playing and getting into that. So talk about that a little bit of that experience that you were really wanting to get into it. And it's a big thing and people go all in and, you know what I mean? But talk about your experience of what it was meh for you after a bit.
Yeah.
Without going into too much detail and the names and shit like that, but just your experience of like, yeah.
Yeah, no, basically for me, what it is just, it's, I don't know how to say it. Like, I may have just not have been in the right server that like would appease to like what I was trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Not every server is for everybody, but that doesn't mean it's a shitty server. It's just a matter of like, I went into that trying to get a certain thing out, like to really get the understanding experience of how to RP in GTA. And I didn't get that because it was, when you do that shit, you got to deal with people. Even if you're RPing, you got to deal with that person. You know what I mean? And it was like, but the thing is, I'm a married man that like, I'm not trying to go out here and get laid. I'm not like, if there's any female in the server, everyone's trying to get in their draws or like it's drama. Like, it's not just like, it's all the spots I've seen. Like, it's just not something I really want to do all the time. Mm-hmm. Or like, I can't just sit there and meet up with people and stand there and talk.
Yeah.
Like, then, dude, open up a podcast. That's just my mentality. Like, if y'all just want to stand here and talk, why are you jumping into a game and doing it? Or like, I got to change my fit for this or that. Or I was like, yo, I'm trying to run this. I'm trying to go there and do that. But like the server I was on, it was a lot of more player interaction. It wasn't like a ridiculous amount of like NPC interactions. So like when I got on was when a lot of people weren't going crazy on. And I was just like, oh, I'm just going to sell drugs. I might as well just go play multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like it just, I don't know. And that for me, it didn't really hold my attention. And the whole grinding up, like to live, like I'm already doing that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I going to turn on the computer and do it again? Well, I can't suffer twice.
Right.
Like I'm good. And anybody that's a real hard body RPer, I'm not shitting on it. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
Like I thought it would be fun to play a character and do this and go crazy and have some fun scenarios. But like to that level where people are trying to like really live, I was like, nah, bro, I can't. Like, and then like, unfortunately, the server I was on, drama happened, and I'm not afraid to say it. I really don't care. I felt like I got disrespected twice for no reason, and I just was like, at this point, I don't want to break my professionalism and come out of character and show my ass. I'd rather just walk away from the situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it may not be the people that did that. It may not be that they're assholes. They could have had a shitty day.
And plus it's RP too, so there's people that are just trolling as well.
Breaking RP. Yeah, I also got trolled like 3 times. That people came into my chat and did that. And then I heard that like that community can get toxic when it comes to streamers and shit like that. Like they'll come in here and start talking shit. Or then I heard that people are gonna be monitoring my stream to see if I'm metagaming. I was like, dude, I don't cheat, bro. Like why? Like it was like, and then every time I was going live and people coming in, I'm like on my P's and Q's, making sure I don't know anything. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Too much. Because I felt like the same thing when a while back, another content creator, like this was like a year or 2 ago, when they were like, he started playing RP, and I was like, okay, and I was watching, and I was like, okay, well, everybody's selling drugs or drinking or crashing cars. I'm like, it's not what I want to do. I want to go in there and make a fictional character and play this fictional character, but I saw a lot of different servers, and like you said, it was not just that server. I saw so many servers from different style of people that were playing, because I would go watch different RP players and I would see how they're doing. But a lot of the time, it just depends what server you're in, because they like a lot of the times there's so many servers, they're just letting everybody in. But like if you want a really good server, it's probably hard to get on, because you got to get like, hey, this guy's good, he's legit. Like it's gonna be a legit guy or person doing the RP, because that can ruin it. It could totally ruin it. Like you were trying to do a lot of different things. So what I had saw from before, and when I saw you go through it, I was like, I'm glad I never did it, because I would have been upset too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it was just like you putting time in, and it's like you want to like. At this point, it was like if I'm gonna do RP, I'm gonna just go play Red Dead Online and RP it just for fun. Even if I'm going into a town and beat the shit out of an NPC, I don't care. Like at that point, it's just let's go. And I found out that they have RP for Red Dead. That's a little bit different, and it's not all that extracurricular shit because but they also didn't invest too much into it like Rockstar did. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna try it off, but I'm gonna try it off stream one day. I'm gonna try it in the server off stream and see how it goes. And I was like, dude, that would be so fun to just walk around talking like a cowboy and just fighting people and doing something. Like, I could do that. Because like on that one, because my thing was this on GTRP, they made it so realistic that it's like modern day. If I want to go chill, let's go smoke some weed. No, I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
I'd rather an RP and Red Dead, let's go to the camp and grill like some deer that I just hunted.
Right. Let's go hunt down a bear and shit, right?
Yeah, like you can do some cool shit. Like, you know, and it wasn't all just selling drugs and stuff. If you want to do stuff on there, it was like moonshining, but that's fun.
Yeah.
Like it's different. You know what I mean? I was like, I like that style. So I was like, that just, and you know, I really tried. I gave it an honest try and I just had, I just couldn't stick to it, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't stick to it. So like that was a game for me that was a letdown.
Yeah.
But it wasn't new, but a new game that I was looking forward to. Heavy that just let me down so bad was Payday 3.
Oh, I know. It came out and they couldn't even play. I was jacked to play it. And I haven't gone back to it ever since I tried it the first time. I was like, dude, I can't even get into a damn lobby, even by myself, to play it. I was like, damn, man.
Can't even play with bots.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was another game that you had told me about, too. And I was like, all right, cool. I put it on the pre-install list for Xbox Game Pass. And, you know, I played it. I played that.
Somebody signed this, man.
Yeah, right. And but yeah, man, I would just like I remember you got to play a little bit, but it was so buggy and everything, and you loved part 2, and it just
dude, I played part 2 heavy, Payday 2 heavy. I prestiged like 3-4 times. I was like Infamy 6 or something like that. They called it. Like I never prestige in games like to max level and do it again. I did it 6 times on Payday 2. I was like, bro, I was that dude. Like if I pulled up to a lobby, they were like, oh shit. He's Infamy 6, like you know you getting out. We doing it on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah,
we getting it. You know what I mean? Like, dude, we went crazy. We were like doing the hardest mission on the hardest difficulty just to see if we could do it quiet. Like we weren't even trying to fire. We were trying to legitimately rob motherfuckers. Like it was great. I was looking at. I never looked at trains the same. I was like, I could rob that. No, I'm just kidding. Nah. Right. Like I love Payday 2, bro, and it was so long between Payday 2 and 3. So when it came out, I was like, no.
Yeah, they ruined. They fucking up.
They cyberpunked the fuck out of it, bro. Damn. I was like, yo, what is this?
I'm glad you brought that up as the last one, man. Because, yeah, I mean, hopefully, I'll go back to it and check it out eventually. But, yeah, I mean, that's another game that you were looking forward to playing. But with all the games that we've played during our hiatus of not recording, what games are you looking forward to playing at the end of this year and maybe at the beginning of next year that stand out to you?
Dude, that's a good one. I don't even know. Like, there's some games that's coming out. I mean, side note, anime is coming up. Anime gaming is coming up really good lately. My Hero Ultra Rumble came out. I'm addicted to that shit. And that's a game I would honestly put that on the looking forward to list because it just dropped like a few weeks ago. And I literally can't put it down. Like, I'm in love with that game. I love anime. I've been watching the show with my family and we love it, but they're going to be dropping seasons. It's a battle royale, like all that shit. You know what I mean? So like, I'm looking forward to that. See how far it goes. Cause I don't want to, I don't want to have another Spellbreak, Rumbleverse, Knockout City where I like the game and then it just dies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm hoping because it's anime and has an anime fan base and they've been listening to their fan base, I'm hoping it stays. You know what I mean? So that game I'm really looking forward to, like, heavy because I'm also doing really well at it too, like surprisingly. Another game just got announced this morning or last night that I saw in the email for me. I don't know how long it's been out, but it's coming out in February. Is Jujutsu Kaisen's another anime. They got a game and it's 2v. It's going to be co-op and PvP.
Ooh.
But the anime is amazing and they're about to drop a game and it looks like that, like the Dragon Ball, Naruto style games.
Nice.
Like it looks really good. And I was like, dude, this is going to be fire. And it's going to be like 2-player co-op or 2v2 PvP, like small arena style.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, this is about to go crazy. So that game I'm looking forward to. damn, bro, I like looking forward to games. I there's so many that's coming out. Like lately, there's a lot of games coming out. Like I feel like right now, every game that's about to come out is going to be a banger.
Yeah,
because I feel like that COVID
yeah, we were
rust is
talking about
finally shaking off. You know what I
that
mean?
in the first season with the games. Like it slowed down a little bit. Now it's like starting to pick up. I know that there's a lot of games coming out. I know there's so many damn games, you know, and only so much could be on our radar. You know what I mean? So I know what you mean. Like, damn, I don't even know. There's so many damn games. I know for me, and you know, I'm just a sucker, as I like Modern Warfare games. I like the multiplayer. I like the multiplayer games. I can't play that like as a main game all the time, but I love TDM. You know what I mean? I like those kind of games like that. So, you know, with Modern Warfare 3 coming out, I'm looking forward to playing the campaign. You know what I mean? They have the new zombie mode coming out. I'll play it for a couple weeks or a month, put it down, play it for a couple weeks, put it down. So that's one game I'm looking forward to playing. I know.
That's a game you could rotate.
Yeah, I could rotate in a lot. And that's what you do too. You play a lot of you always talk about anime and things and games like that because that's what you're attracted to. For me, it's always like shooter games. Like, all right, what kind of shooter game can I rotate and play in? You know, so with Modern Warfare coming out, another game that I'm looking forward to, and it's been on my radar too, is UFC. The new UFC 5 coming out.
Oh, dude, it does look really
good.
good.
I mean, I'm a UFC fan, so I like fighting games, that type of fighting game, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to playing that here soon. Another game on my radar that I want to play, and I'll stream it, and it's super different than I'm normally playing. I told you about is City Skylines, where you actually build a city. The roads, parks, and shit like that. That for me,
the new one's gonna come out, right?
it's on Game Pass. And
Game Pass.
and it's so cool. Like those types of games like that is to get away from the norm of the shooting and the fast pace and just playing something that's more chill. I'm looking forward to playing that game. And another game that was on my radar, and I think it'll be next year. I'm sure you'll want to check it out too. The Star Wars Outlaws game, that open world Star Wars game that's coming out.
Oh yeah, I saw a trailer for it. It looks really good. It looks like it's gonna be good, but I'm a little worried. I hope it doesn't like flop, but I have faith. I think it's gonna do pretty good.
I think
they gotta do right.
Yeah, with all the Star
Wars,
the recent Star Wars games, they've been good.
Well, and not only that, dude, Star Wars has been in their TV show bag lately.
Yeah,
dude, Ahsoka.
Oh man, we're gonna have a whole episode on shows that we on our hiatus too that we're gonna talk about for sure.
Oh yeah, bro, like because that's gonna be, dude.
That'll be next week's topic, guys. You look forward to that of us sitting down and talking about all the different shows. But yeah, man, I think that game looks dope, right?
It looks really good, and that's the one that it's like a kind of almost like bounty hunter-ish style.
Yeah,
like, right. That looks that one looked really good.
Yeah. Just the
I had
fact
to go on
that
my
it's
wish list to see.
Yeah, just because it's an open world kind of Star Wars game, I'm curious how it's gonna be, man. But that's the thing. But that's the thing about us that we always like play different games and we'll try them, and if we don't like them, whatever. But we always look forward to games that we like and we want to try out. You know what I mean? Because another one too that I just want to throw out there is the Final Fantasy, the Rebirth 7, Final Fantasy 7.
My favorite one, dude. Okay, so like Resident Evil 4 you talked about was my favorite Resident Evil 4 when I was younger. So it was so fun playing it. Final Fantasy 7 to me is still the GOAT.
Yep,
and I can't wait for that to come out too. Like,
because I know they put out the first part and then now the second part's coming. So I was like, I want to wait till everything because I'm for me, that's how you were talking about prestiging on payday and beating a game 100%. That was the only game that I beat it once. And then I beat it the second time around, but with a guide, with a strategy guide, and I was able to get all the chocobos, all the summons, all the characters. So I really enjoyed the fuck out of it. And now that it came out again and they added little side stories and little things, I'm looking forward to playing that shit.
Bro, yeah, remember? Dude, that's so dope. You said the guidebook. Dude, remember when games had guidebooks,
right?
Bro?
Strategy guides.
Oh my god, dude, those are so dope.
Before the internet.
Yeah, I remember there was a game I played called Maximo. I was on PlayStation. It was really fun. And they had a strategy guide that had like all the locations for all the chests and stuff like that, and to get the golden armor and shit. Dude, that joint was dope as hell. Nah, dude, damn, bro. strategy guides with the shit. They were just dope to have. Like, you felt like a dope ass gamer when you had your list of games and your strategy guides.
Right.
Like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I'd go buying that shit, Info Gamer and all the magazines they go back at.
Game Informer now and all that other shit. I was like, yo, I got one of you might like. I don't know if you might like it because I don't remember if you played it. You haven't played Hellblade, have you?
I did play like an hour worth. I know this. That's another like the second one's coming out soon, right? And I know you've played a walkthrough that's on your YouTube channel that I've been watching, and you said, that game looks just stuff back with the headphones on and all the voices that you hear. It, damn.
I'm gonna lie to you, bro. That's probably one of the best games I've ever played.
Really?
Graphically, story-wise, the experience of actually going through what people with schizophrenia go through, all these things. And then, like, I have such high respect for the creators of the game because so much of their proceeds, they went and gave it to foundations for schizophrenia. Like,
that's dope.
They pass a lot of their proceeds forward to a lot of these, like, dude, it was so dope. Like, you gotta, I think I still have the videos because I've been working on it piece by piece because I put it down for a while. Like, I finished it, but I put down the editing on it, and I've been editing it a little bit more. But I think at the end, I watched the video, had a video talking about like the making of it. I've never done that.
Yeah.
I've never played a game and then they had a video about how they made it. I watched dude, and it was crazy because I didn't just watch it. Chat was like, yo, we need to watch it. And then we turned a game into a watch party.
That's dope.
And watched the whole thing. All of it. All the videos that they dropped. I'm like, it showed, dude, how they did the voices. Dude, I didn't even expect him to do it like that. Like, I'm not even going to tell you because I want you to experience it. Bro, but what they did with the mic and them, dude, so cool. Weird if you don't, like, appreciate it. Mm-hmm. But I, like, love the game. Like, if you just watch the video, you'd be like, what the fuck?
What the hell's going on over here? Shit.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, yo, they weird. But, like, playing the game, and then when they say the stuff, you're like, oh, my God, I remember when they said that. Oh, my God, I remember that. And then some of the sound effects, and they were doing it on the mic, and I was like, dude, this is so cool. Like, the making of that, amazing.
That's dope.
Now, 2's gonna come out, and it's gonna be better.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, right before 2 comes out, I'll probably play 1 for sure. Damn,
it's amazing game,
man. So amazing. That I'm glad that we got to catch up on all the different games we played this year. So far, like, at the, you know, during our break, you know, because we stopped recording in April. We had the whole summer, and then toward the end of this fall, we're playing. So, man, I mean, there's a lot of different games out there that we may have missed or weren't on our radar. Let us know what games that you guys played or we may have missed. Let us know in the comments if you're watching this on Spotify, on YouTube, or whatever, man. Let us know because we want to be engaged with you guys and see what you guys are feeling, man. Because all of us who are gamers, you know, I mean, we can relate to different types of games, man. So that's the best part about chopping it up and talking about games, man.
Oh, shoot. And you guys never know, man. We might read some of you guys' comments and react to them. Like, if you guys, like, respond and, like, you know, share your opinions on some of the things we talk about in the next episode, we could read them. I would love to be able to do stuff like that.
Man.
To be able to give you guys, like, we actually reading what you guys are saying while we're doing this and stuff like that. Like, it's not just about, hey, we're just talking to, I could talk to Jimmy all day and never record it. I just figured that some of the stuff we talk about, you guys might relate to,
man.
like, be a part of it. You know what I mean?
That's exactly.
Especially having communities too.
Mm-hmm. And that's like, and that's why we like having these conversations, because we want to get other people involved when it comes to just talking. You know, I mean, we all have our own communities, and we you know, we talked about it last time. We just mesh them together, and our communities get along. So it's cool because we're so welcoming to all different types of people. As long as you're not an asshole and trying to promote yourself or, you know, trying to be too crazy or out of pocket, everybody pretty much gets along, right?
Yeah, for the most part, I don't think I've seen any issue. Like, not even for the most part, I don't think I've ever seen any issue. Everything's been love and respect, and that's what we stand for. So having two communities that already stand for that mesh was just a super easy thing to do. You know what I mean? I got my list though of some stuff. I'm gonna just say and see what anybody thinks and what you think. If anything pops up that you like, oh shit, I got the new Hollow Knight is coming out with one called Silk Song. They announced that one's coming out. I've never played the first one, so I'm going to go play the first one. And Shrouded looks really good. I don't know if you've checked out that trailer.
Oh, remember I was telling you a homeboy played it? Then I was watching him play it? Yeah, that was one game you want to check out too?
Yeah, that shit's... I can't wait for that to come out. I really want to try it. But it's coming out soon, I think. It's already on early access, and they have a demo out. I'm going to try that shit. There's what's the other one called? There's Banishers Ghost of New Eden is a dope one. That's a single player game, but it looks really good. Lords of the Fallen just came out like tonight, October 13th. It just came out. I heard really good things about that, so I'm gonna definitely check that joint out. But I have 2 more, I think, that I have. Oh, have you heard of Nightingale?
No, what's that?
Nightingale looks good. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta watch it. It's good. Nightingale. It's on Steam.
Okay.
Arc 2 is still being announced potentially to come out next year. They pushed it back, but that might be coming out. Dragon's Dogma 2 is probably, honestly, I'm gonna count probably one of the. It's like number 2 on one of the games I'm looking forward to, because that's another game that I played heavy. The first one, amazing game, animated anime out of it. It is super, super fun, super dope, made by Capcom. It looks amazing. If you guys haven't checked out the trailer, check it out. I love it. I would recommend it, and I think it's on Game Pass. The First Ascendant, we played those demos. It hasn't come out yet. It's supposed to come out potentially in December. I played the demo again, the beta again or whatever. Amazing. They added some new characters. Super fun. The only thing is, it might be. I see it becoming repetitive.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of like on the fence about it.
But is it free?
If it's free, exactly. If it's free, I'm gonna run through it.
Right.
Run through the story like Destiny, and I'll just come back for the DLCs.
Right.
That's
all you need, right?
Yeah. And I got the last one I'm looking forward to, which is kind of like almost a number 1 for me, because I want to find one that holds me down, because since New World is called Blue Protocol, which is made by Amazon. It's a anime MMO like New World.
Ooh.
Dude, it looks so good. But its release date might be early 2024. I've been watching the trailers and keeping up with it and stuff like that, and I keep watching all the videos. It's literally an anime New World.
Nice.
It looks so good. And I'm so excited to play it. So that's probably that and Dragon's Dogma are 2 of my like big ones.
Yeah, and those are just games that are probably coming beginning of the year and maybe mid-year. I'm sure we'll have another conversation about games that are confirmed, because there's a lot of games. I know that we talked about Killing Floor 3. We watched that trailer a while back together.
Oh yeah, that actually looked a lot. That game was crazy.
Bro,
that game looked good.
I can't wait to play that game. That's a one and done for me. I will pay the $60 and run through that game and be like, that was dope, and that was it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, great ass games we got to play this year so far, man, and games that we're looking forward to, man. And then next week we'll talk about all the shows that we're looking forward to watching, man. And you guys just understand that, yeah, we talk about streaming, yeah, we talk about games, and we start getting away from that kind of stuff and start talking about other things too. So I hope you guys stick around and enjoy all these different topics that we get into, man. That our project is called not just Gamer Dads, but there is games and stuff involved. And, but we want to get back to the movies and the shows and parenting stuff and things that we deal on a daily basis.
Real time shit.
Yeah, man.
I got an idea for us too for Halloween. So like we got a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's not gonna just be the same old crap. Like I want y'all to think that we're just, oh my god, they just talk about games, and like we're not gonna be game. It's not gonna be just game updates and shit. Like that's
man.
something that we do. So we talk about it too.
Yeah, man. And I hope you guys enjoy it and all the different topics. If you guys have anything that you guys want us or give us, you want to give us our our advice or not advice or just opinion on certain topics or things, let us know. Message us directly or in the posts of any videos you see or things like that. We're always looking for feedback and other topics that you guys might want to hear about to give us, our 2 cents, And
like I saw, did you see that question on the last one that we dropped? There was a guy named Not Tetsu's Temple. He said, "Does Jimmy suck toes?"
No.
Did you see that?
True. Shit? It's true though.
Bro.
What kind of toes we talking about?
Whose toes? Whose toes you sucking on, bro? That's crazy. Right? That shit smell like Fritos. That's crazy.
But yeah, man, these are definitely fun, man. And we've already talked about doing some live streams for some Q&As too. So we got all the things lined up, guys. And we hope you guys are enjoying these episodes, man, and you guys keep coming back. We do it because we like to, and we like hearing the feedback, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, bro. And before we dip out, man, side story, was eating dinner with the fam bam, talking about sucking toes, right? Just something hilarious as shit. I think you're gonna cry. we weren't talking about sucking no toes, but it just reminded me of that for some reason. But like we did this thing on chat where like when I started the stream today, I picked like these like it was like different rooms. And it was like, what 3 would you have in your dream house? And one of them had like a slide and a ball pit. And they were like, would you do like they were like, Dad, you wouldn't want to get a ball pit? And I was like, nah, those shit stink. And then Kimani was like, those aren't the balls I'd be under. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? And he was just like, what is it supposed to mean? And I was like, bro. And then I was like, dog, it gets worse. And I was like, yo, so we all crying for like a good 2 minutes. And he's sitting there like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, what are you talking about, right? And I'm like, so what was it? Those aren't the balls you'd be under. What balls would you be under? He was like, yours. And I was like, what? Don't you include me in your bullshit? I was like, no way. I was like, no, you ain't under my balls.
Innocent kid just.
Yeah, bro, my dad almost fell out of his chair. I was dead.
We can sit here and talk about all the different little dad stories and shit that we have our kids say.
Great topic,
kids say the damnedest things, right?
Dude, I got 40 stories ready. Ready, dog. My kids are reckless. And they don't even realize it. Like, dude.
Some of the shit they say sometimes is like, damn.
Like I'm gonna write them all down and we're gonna talk about that.
Right. I'll be telling the kids, hey, don't be saying shit like that. What? I'm like, just don't say that. Okay. And they don't know why. I don't want to tell them. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Know, it's like what do you say? Like, why?
Right. You want me to answer that? Don't be talking about balls and being under anybody's balls. Ever.
Nobody's balls is going on your forehead.
No, nobody. You know what I mean?
Not even your own.
Dude, right. When you're 18 and out the house, then you can do whatever the hell you want. I don't want to hear that shit at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dog. Like you can't be in the ball pit under balls. That's so crazy, dog. I was like, I don't think you realize what you're doing.
Right.
That's a real stink situation.
Right. Man, well, another great episode, man. I appreciate you, man. I say it every damn time, man, but I enjoy these conversations, and likewise, I hope you guys do as well, man. I always get little messages and little comments here and there that people enjoy what we got this side project going on, and we're honest with you guys. We're transparent. We're doing this because we want to, not because we get anything out of it. We just truly enjoy making these podcasts and having these conversations, talk about random shit, man. So thank you guys for listening in.
Refreshing.
Thank you for listening in, guys, for sure. Until next week, sucking toes and shit and underballs.
Hey, one nation underballs, sucking toes.
Until next week, guys. Y'all take care, man. I appreciate y'all. From your boy Jimmy Dukes and Tetsu's Temple, man. Until next time.
Texas Temple out here.
Texas Temple out here. Peace out, homies.